everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today what I thought I would do is I kind of want to do a check-in with my New Year's resolutions because it's been about 3 months. Well, it'll be 3 months soon. So I thought it would be good to kind of check in on my resolutions, see how I'm doing. I figured it would be something fun and also maybe inspiring to someone to kind of keep with their stuff. Also, the biggest thing I want to do is hold myself accountable. So in order to do that, I figure every 3 months I will catch up with, what's been going on and how close I am to keeping to the list. So if you had watched my vision board video, I had made a list of things I wanted to do this year and things I wanted to change, and I had a list of 16 items. So I'm going to go through the list and then let you know how I've been doing on it so I can kind of keep track of throughout the year how I've gotten. And like I said, I will do this every 3 months. So this one's March, and then I'll do it in June, and then September, and then December. And I thought, yeah, it would be a fun way to kind of keep track of it, and also, like I said, hold myself accountable because I feel like I need to put that pressure on myself just to kind of keep myself in check. So, the first thing on the list is to wear my glasses more. My eyesight's pretty terrible and declining, so I need to start wearing them more, but I don't so far this year. Like the first couple weeks in January, I actually did wear them constantly, and I wore them when I drove at night especially because it's hard for me to see. And I was actually doing a good job. I was wearing them to work. Actually, I want to say maybe the first 3 weeks. Either way. And then I stopped wearing them every day, and now I haven't worn them for like a week. And I need to get myself a check and start wearing them again before my eyes get any worse. They probably already are, so, yeah. Number 2 on my list was to drink more water. This one I have had no problem with. I've been drinking, I don't even know how much a day, but I started using the Lifesum app, and I've been tracking how much water I've been drinking every day, and I've been doing pretty good. I actually have one right next to me, which I'm so freaking thirsty anyways. So yeah, I haven't had any trouble with that whatsoever. That's been going fine. Number 3 on my list was to get healthier, meaning like, not only with my weight, but to eat better and to kind of actually make sure that everything's okay with me, because I do have some health conditions, like I have polycystic ovarian syndrome and stuff like that, and I have things that I need to monitor, and that in itself has a lot of side effects that aren't the funnest. But yeah, so I wanted to make sure I was doing better to take care of myself. As far as food goes though, and my diet's been pretty good. We haven't barely eaten out. I've been cooking almost every night, minus like my roommate's birthday and then my roommate's girlfriend's birthday, and like maybe 1 or 2 other nights we've gotten pizza, which obviously isn't the healthiest, but other than that I've been cooking us dinners pretty much every night. Right now I have a beef stew that I made, all of fresh vegetables, and I'm making the broth from all of my fresh seasoning and herbs. So I mean, I haven't had any trouble with that. I actually think I'm going to do a couple meal prep videos to show you guys some recipes I've done for lunch. One of them is like a tuna type of salad, and then the other one is a chicken salad, and I kind of thought that would be a cool thing to show you guys because I'm not just doing a diet for like weight loss. I'm trying to eat foods that are supposed to help the symptoms of my PCOS, because I figure, might as well, which it is a lot narrower of a diet. Like I can't really touch too much dairy, or I'm supposed to try to stay away from gluten. It's a really strict diet, but because I need to be healthier, you know, it's worth it in the outcome. I have had a few times that I was able to switch out hamburger with ground turkey to make stuff for my roommates, and you know, they've actually liked it. So like, I made chili with ground turkey and a couple other things, I don't remember what, but so I mean, that part of it's been going okay. It's just the active part that I need to figure out a solution, and also make sure I get rid of the tendonitis before I make it worse. I definitely don't want surgery, so um, number 4, skincare routine. I wanted to get a skincare routine down that worked for me, and I'm not wearing any makeup, so that should tell you how it's going. I've tried a couple other things. My skin is incredibly sensitive, and it's also super dry out right now because, well, and not so much now, but it was the past couple months because it was winter. So my skin's been extra irritated, and I have not found one that my skin doesn't hate. So I'm gonna keep looking. So that's how that's going. The next thing, number 5 on my list, was to get healthier sleep habits. I do have chronic insomnia, and I've had it most of my life, so it's hard in general for me to sleep. I'm trying to make sure that I literally get no less than 6. That's what I've been aiming for. It's been going. Number 6, self-care of mental health, physical health, a bunch of different things, and I'm doing okay, I guess, but I was hoping, you know, I could do better, like, my mental health, which is, I've just mostly been, like, lonely and depressed, but that could be seasonal depression, instead of, you know, I don't know, either way, I mean, it's nothing scary, so, like, no worries, but, I definitely am, like, feeling kind of but I've definitely been trying to make sure that I'm trying to keep myself out of that funk, and being healthy is definitely going to help with that, my physical health as well as my mental health, because I figure, you know, if I can take time out of my day to also work out and get exercise, and then also keep myself mentally in check, it'll all be great for my self-care. I don't really know how else to explain that, so. Number 7, I wanted to write more and paint more this year. I like to think of myself as a fairly creative person, and I love to write, I love to paint, and so far this year I have barely written and I've barely painted. I actually think less than usual, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, like, work or stress or distractions. I don't know. But to me, my creative time that I get to do something that I like, that, you know, is somewhat artistic or creative, that's also self-care to me, because it's something that's important to me. It's something that helps me express myself, and I think self-expression is important, especially for mental health, and I definitely am going to start doing that more. I've got a few plans that are going to help me with that, and hopefully I can share that with you guys soon. Number 8, I wanted a better car than what I have. The car I have currently is, it's quite a piece of shit. I'm not going to tell you exactly what kind of car it is, because nobody really on the internet needs to know that, but I'll tell you, it's a 1993. So my brakes are pretty much gone, the transmission's going, the exhaust, like, pretty much all of it at once, and it's too much stuff at once, too much big stuff at once to financially pour money into, especially with how old the car is and how much mileage is on it. So I actually have started at least getting, I do have another vehicle that is better than that vehicle, and I've put a little bit of work into it. All I have to worry about now is the exhaust and getting it street legal, and that's pretty much it. So I'm almost at that point, so I'm pretty happy about that. My brother had gotten a new truck, and his old one, there wasn't a ton wrong with it. It just had a few things that were minor things that I had to take in to get fixed, which I did. And I just have one last thing that I can afford because I spent so much the first time around, which I did, I think like the first week of February was when I did it. So I'm definitely making baby steps towards that, and hopefully within the next couple weeks I'll have it completely fixed and legal, and I will be driving my brother's old truck, and it's much better than the vehicle I have now. So, almost. I've almost got that one done, which I'm pretty excited about. Because half the reason I don't hang out with my friends as much as I can is because I can't really just drive all over town and stuff. And soon I will be able to, so I'm stoked about that. Number 9, I wanted to recycle more. That I've done more recycling for sure. But what I actually envision is, you know, being able to recycle my plastics, my glass, my metal, and all that stuff. And so far, I've kind of been doing a little bit of that, but not quite how I need to. I need to get a hold of my trash service because they also do recycling services for free. So I need to call them on that and find out what exactly, because I know certain cities and townships will only recycle certain types of plastic, so I need to find out that information. But it isn't any extra charge, like it's free with what I'm already paying for my regular trash service, so I need to do that. Number 10, I wanted to get a tattoo that I've been meaning to get for like 4.5 years. Yeah, 4.5 years. For someone really important to me that had passed away, and I have not made any headway on that. I haven't even had time to think about it. I do plan it though. I wanted to actually focus on my car first, my vehicle situation first before I did anything with that, just because I know as far as expenses and how much everything's cost, since the car was going to cost more, I just wanted to get that done and over with before I spent money on anything else, because then, you know, technically if I paid for the really big thing I needed to do, then the cheaper one should theoretically be easier to do. So that's pretty much my plan for that, so I will get it this year, just I need to kind of do it in order for it to financially make sense. And I know tattoos aren't like extremely out of this world expensive, but they are pricey. They're pricey enough where I need to make sure I don't have any bills I need to worry about or any other thing that I need to focus on for me to think about how I'm going to financially afford a tattoo, which sounds crazy, but you know, it's how life is sometimes. Number 11, I wanted to dress how I've always wanted to and how I've always envisioned myself without worrying about anything, whether it's price, people's opinions, whatever. I've like gone through these phases in life where I've either been really shy or really nervous or awkward or ashamed. I don't care anymore, so this shouldn't be an issue. As of right now, I've purged my closet and my dresser, which will be in a separate one, a separate video at a later point, just because I wanted to do this first. And so basically, you know, me purging all that stuff so I have room for the stuff I actually need. I'm going to have a separate video along with the purging where I talk about what stuff I need to get what my goal is, and I'm going to kind of show you guys how I find things to make that happen. That video should be coming out shortly after this, so probably in like a week or two. I think 2 weeks. I'm trying to keep most of my videos every 2 weeks for now until I like find my niche, but I know that this is about a month apart, so whoops. But anyways, so I am making headway on that, and I will explain that in more detail in the video I make about that. Number 12 was I wanted to spend more time with my friends because I disconnected with quite a few of them. I have not been able to hang out with people like I wanted to. I do hang out with people that live with me and their significant others who I'm also friends with. I actually did get to hang out with my best friend for quite a bit the other day. He randomly said he was free for the day and came over, hung out for like 3 or 4 hours, which, I mean, we used to hang out like all day, but not so much anymore. So, I mean, you know, it's not how our friendship used to be, but at least it's a step in the right direction, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. And then, you know, I see my roommate's girlfriend all the time. Me and her are actually really good friends, so she's here like every other weekend to spend time with them because she lives quite a bit away, and I hang out with her while she's here, so I do see her. But I do have plans to go and hang out with my friends. One of my friends that lives 3 hours away is coming into town for her birthday, so I'm going to see her for a couple days. And then I also have plans with a couple of my other friends. So I've got plans. I wish I didn't have to schedule in time to see friends, but that's how my life has been lately. Well, pretty much all of last year too, which really, really sucked, but you know, I'm at least trying to make sure I make time for them, and hopefully that helps. I know I need some socialization. I'm a pretty social person, so number 13, I want to travel more. I haven't actually really fully made any travel plans as of right now. I need to figure out where I'm going on vacation. I go somewhere every August. Usually we stay in the state. I don't really leave the state too often these days. I think last time I did was like 2 years ago. I went to Ohio on like a very random, spontaneous, last minute trip to Ohio to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson when they did their tour together, and we missed the tour date that was here in Michigan, so we randomly decided, you know what, let's just buy tickets to the Ohio show because there still were tickets available. Not very many, but I mean, I think the 5 of us that went. Yeah, there was 5 of us, and so we bought tickets. We rented a hotel for just the night, and we drove all the way to Ohio, and it was super random. Literally, we planned it within like 2 days of actually leaving, so it was really just like, alright, let's go do this, which was one of the funnest trips I've ever been on. But actually, speaking of Ohio, so far I don't have my vacation planned right now, but because of work, I might have to go to Ohio for a week to help train people at a new store. So, I mean, technically that's traveling. That's not the kind of traveling I had in mind, but it's still travel nonetheless. So, you know, I mean, I'll take it. I'll go places. I want to go everywhere, so theoretically it's a little tick off my list, but I'm pretty sure I've been to this particular part of Ohio before. I can't remember it offhand at the moment, but I feel like I may have been to this part of Ohio before. Either way, that's happening in April, so next month. Number 14, I wanted to go to more concerts. So far, there hasn't honestly been too many concerts that have interested me. There's a couple in June that I really want to go to, and I plan on getting tickets next week. So I will have those slated. There's a concert venue that's not too far from me that does concerts for a fairly decent price. And I have not seen too many bands yet that I'm really like psyched about. There were 2 I kind of wanted to go to, but they were like so short notice that there was no way I was going to get the time off work. But I definitely do have some concerts that I plan on going to this summer, so I'm excited about that. Number 15, I wanted to try to have a green thumb, meaning like pretty much every plant as of right now, or currently, that I would have. I can't seem to keep plants alive. It's been that way forever. I don't know what it is. I kill everything I try to grow, but I want to get a green thumb. So right now I have an aloe plant in my kitchen that I've had for almost a year now, but the progress on it has been so slow that I literally am barely keeping it alive, and it'll start to die a little bit, and somehow I'll get it going again, and it's literally just the tiniest little thing. I will insert a picture of it right here. It has been that same size for what seems like forever. Keep in mind, I popped that from a seed. Like, I started with seeds to get that, so it's not like it was that small when I got it and it's always been a seedling. Like, I actually got the seeds to grow, which I've never been able to do. Like, I can barely keep plants that have already been growing for a while and have roots and all that going, but somehow I managed to get the seed to grow. I don't know how, but it's still alive, but I have to keep, like, reviving it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I need to research how to grow aloe vera plants, but it hasn't been going great. The only other plant I have right now is this one, which is, I believe it's called I think it's called a Madagascar dragon plant. That doesn't sound right. I don't remember what it's called. Um, this I got through a Lunarly subscription, and as you can see, I don't know if I would consider this doing well. Like, this is really dry, and so is this, and some of the ones in the middle are looking a little droopy, and I mean, I've been watering it exactly how often they say to. I think the problem right now is that it's been winter for the past couple months, and now we're just getting into spring. And I think the lack of sunshine here in Michigan and how cold it's been might be why it's not doing the best. Because other than that, I have literally been doing everything that they say to do for this plant. So that's my only guess as to why it looks like it's dying. I'm hoping because now that it's going to be spring and sunny, I can get it, you know, a little more rejuvenated, because that's the only thing I can think of that I'm doing wrong. I've been, like, literally every 2 weeks I have a timer on my phone. Water the plant. And I've been checking on it to make sure it doesn't have dust mites, or is that what they're called? Mites? Whatever kind of mites plants can get. I've been making sure that there's nothing wrong. Like, I've been trying. I'm trying. I hope it survives. And then lastly, number 16 is I wanted to try to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I have 7 or 8, I can't remember, which technically is more than what I started with in January. January I had 5. So now I have 7.